Three women, wives, mothers, and entrepreneurs with mouths and minds so dirty they don't want the parents in the carpool line to know their real identities. This is Kinks Out. Our names may be made up, but the stories are real.
Kinks Out After Dark.
Hello and welcome to Kinks Out. Mars, Gigi, and Sugar here, as always. How are you both today?
Great. Why is that always?
Sometimes when I ask questions, I feel like I need to always say a name after it so that somebody answers me.
We just want to keep you on your toes. We're like your kids. They just don't listen.
Nobody listens to me. Damn it.
I'm great. Hang
Shug,
it
how
in
are
there.
you? Yeah, happy
It's a
weekend.
good day.
The happiest of weekends we are all having. That is a lie. We are hanging by a thread. We're gonna put this out on a Friday. It's Saturday night when we're recording because no one in our house listens.
Yeah.
And we had to do it on a Saturday night when everybody should be fucking sleeping.
And
they're
it's the night that we lose an hour of sleep.
Oh shit,
Right?
it is
Spring
daylight
what were
ahead.
we thinking?
Something's
done.
wrong with us.
We done
My
fucked
kids are
up.
gonna be
That's
up
the
at like
problem.
5
That's
in
why
the
our kids are all
morning.
being assholes. We love them, but
but they're all being assholes. It's fine.
so anyway, before we start the episode, I'm gonna play a game with you guys.
Oh gosh.
So I'm going to say a song lyric, and I want you guys to finish it for me. Okay?
It's gonna be so
Are you
bad.
ready? No, it's going to be great. You'll know them. They're classics. They are classic songs.
I feel like I need a button to press.
No, just jump in. Just whenever you're ready. They're classic songs. If you have ever listened to music as a teenager, you'll know them. If you've ever been to a middle school dance when you were in middle school, you'll know them. Okay?
But listen, my sister gets extremely angry with me because I sing all the wrong lyrics to songs. So my answers will definitely be the wrong. No. Just that's how I hear them and that's how I remember. So
all right.
So we'll see what we get.
No, you're going to do great. I can feel it. Are you guys ready for the first one?
Bring it on.
Okay. Backseat, windows up.
That's the way we like to fuck.
My neck, my back.
My pussy and my crack.
A lady on the street.
But
a freak in the sheets.
A freak in the bed. But I'll take it.
See, I told you.
All right, Sugar, I think you're going to know this one. Are you ready? Slob on my knob. Shug.
I don't.
Slob on my knob. Gigi.
I don't know it.
You don't?
No.
Oh my God. Slob
I know that part, but
like
I don't
corn
know what
on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Lay on the bed and kick me head.
She knows all.
I don't know the rest. That's all I know. You don't know that? Slob on my knob? Oh my God.
No, I've never even heard that.
You've never even heard slob on my knob? God.
Have you never slobbed on a knob?
I slob on a knob all the time, but it's the same knob. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Sticks and stones may break my bones.
But words will never hurt me.
But whips and chains excite me.
I told you I'm not going to be
That's Rihanna, isn't it?
It is Rihanna.
Okay, thank you. Whew.
Ooh, miso.
Horny.
Thank you. All right, this one is I got the blank. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice.
I got the baddest chick. I know if I can hit once, I can hit twice. She's on the magic stick.
I've got the magic stick.
No, that was the second. I was saying the rest of the song.
Oh, okay. I'll
Because he
take
says
it.
she wants the magic stick. And then the next
But
verse is
then
like,
he says, I got the
I
magic
got the
stick.
baddest chick.
Oh, all right. I'll take it. So,
Oh my
what are all those
gosh.
songs about?
Sex,
About
baby.
cook.
They're about what?
About cook.
They are about cock, but overall, they are about sex. And today we are going to talk about the songs that growing up we sang and had no idea what the fuck they were about. And as adults, we hear them and realize that we had no place singing them in our middle school gyms. So, with that being
I
said,
have like
let's
vivid
do it.
memories. I have vivid memories of singing songs in my parents' car.
Oh, no, these songs that we have compiled for this are like gross, nasty songs to the point where like I'm even listening to them now. I'm like, oh, right? Maybe not.
Should
I
probably
didn't
not have
listen
gone
to any
there.
of them.
I
My
didn't
mom
need
would
to
turn
listen
down
to
the
any of
radio
them.
when these songs came on. Like she would turn down the radio, which when you prevent anyone from doing something, it just makes you want to do it more. So I would
Absolutely.
close my
100%.
room door at night and watch the grind and sing all of these songs.
The
And maybe hump my
grind.
bedpost at the same time.
The grind. So whenever I hear, obviously everybody, Genuine Pony because of Magic Mike now. Because that's all I can think about. Like, fuck yes,
Oh,
Magic
is
Mike. That's
Channing
all I think
Tatum
about.
humping the ground? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sugar,
that's
do you
such
know
a
that
good one.
song?
I've never seen Magic Mike.
Do you live under a
Surprising, I know.
rock?
This is like the Princess Bride all over again.
There's no six-figure men in it.
Yeah, but there's Channing Tatum and he like humps the floor. Oh, and Matthew Bomber.
And Matthew McConaughey's in that too.
I mean, he doesn't do
When
it
did
for
this
me.
movie come out? Like what year?
I
I'll tell
would
you
want
in a
to
minute.
at least 10 years ago.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Well, how many of them are there?
There's
It
3, I
didn't-
think.
So the first one came out in 2012.
So yeah, that's over 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Sorry to tell you.
Oh my God.
Hate to break it to
Anyway.
you. That one, yeah. But that one is one that growing up, I would hear it and I was like, yeah, ride it, jump on it. They are really good at riding horses. But that's not what that song's about.
I love that song.
They must live on a dune
Sure.
ranch.
And a banger.
No,
It really is.
The beginning of that song, that like brow, is so good that like if you turn it off, you're a dick. So
That should be the beginning of our podcast. Do you think we can get them to like write over the rights to us just to use it?
do you think that we could call Genuine? Excuse me, sir. Mr. Wine.
A tiny podcast that we would like to use your opening keys on.
Just the beginning, just the
Maybe we could just sing it and we won't have to ask him for permission.
We won't,
That's all.
we won't
Just
need
use that clip.
licensing.
Just use that clip that I just did. It sounds
Yeah.
just like it.
Done.
The next one is Soulja Boy, Crank That. And Gigi, honestly, until you told me, I didn't know what that song was about.
I heard it from somebody once and then I was like, I'm really going to need to look this up. But like, Sugar, do you know what it is?
I mean, I read your notes. I did not today I learned this and I told my husband about it and he was like, wait, explain this. Oh, you have to explain it first or otherwise
Yeah.
this won't make sense.
Yeah. So Superman that hoe can refer to when you fall asleep and the dude comes on your back and then puts the sheet back on you or a piece of paper or whatever.
A piece of
So you look
paper.
like you have a cape.
My husband was like, so he was like trying to figure out the logistics. So you mean that the glaze gets the
That's a big old
paper
ick.
to stick to the back. And I was like, yeah, I think that's what they meant.
So cum will henceforth be known as glaze.
And not just glaze, the glaze. The glaze. And next time I order a donut, I'm gonna have the glaze one.
He has ruined glazed donuts for me. I'm good, thanks.
The general public does not know that's what they mean, I think. Like,
No, they
I
played
don't.
that at like my kids' winter carnival.
Right. Yeah.
And they were all like, a bunch of little kids. And I was
They're
like,
cranking that.
they were cranking it. Little do they know. That's not what it's. All right.
Okay,
All
what's
right, all right,
next?
all right. To Become One by the Spice Girls. I am still to this day a very, very big Spice Girls fan. So this song, I didn't know what it was about.
Neither did I. Oh my gosh. I remember being at the Spice Girls was one of my very first concerts. I remember seeing them in concert, and I think it was this song that they sang all, like the Uncle Jesse, when people would like turn the chair around and sit with like the back of the chair to their chest.
Mm-hmm.
I always
Mhm.
called that the Uncle Jesse. If you know,
Jesse?
you know.
From
I
Full
know.
House?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He would always do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
So the Spice Girls have the chairs all Uncle Jesse'd, and they're all leaning on them with like the illusion that they're naked when they sang this song.
Oh.
And I was like really little, whatever
What,
I
were you
saw
like
this.
7?
I'm reading the note, like, be a little wiser, baby. Put it on, put it on. They were really
'Cause
just
tonight
teaching us.
is the night.
Sing it.
Yeah, keep
No,
going.
You
I
sounded
love that song,
great.
but yeah, they say, "Be a little bit wiser, baby. Put it on, put it
I never thought of that as being a
on
condom
them."
until
Yeah,
literally right now.
yeah, they were like, "Thank you, Spice Girls. Safe sex, baby."
That's all
Did
they
you
were
use
doing.
this when you went into inner city schools? Was this part of your presentation?
Yes, I was
Sex
like
I
ed?
hope
bringing
it
I
was.
brought in my boombox.
Your iPod, shut up.
I had my Walkman, and I let them put on the headphones.
Oh my God, your Walkman. You did not have a Walkman in college. I mean, you're not that
It was a
old.
Discman at least.
It was an iPod
It
Shuffle.
was an iPod Shuffle.
Maybe a Nano on a good day.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, another one that is from that same like time frame is NSYNC Digital Get Down. It's about cyber sex. And my first concert was NSYNC.
Oh my God, I love
Um,
them.
I've seen them twice, and I didn't know that that's what this song was about.
You didn't?
No, not until like
If we
way
can't
later
get
in
together
life.
naturally, then we can do it together on the digital screen. You didn't know that?
Mm-mm. No,
I don't even know the song at
it's
all.
like digital get down.
Can we talk about cyber sex for a second?
Yes.
Sure,
If
Chug.
you listen, Sugar, anything you have to say, I'm here for, and I'm gonna listen
No,
attentively.
I just want to know. Like, I mean, I feel like that was a big deal.
I
Like,
remember as like a 10-year-old probably being like in chat rooms like ASL, and I was like, oh, 18, female, California. The fuck I was.
okay,
The
so I
fuck
was
I
cleaning out under my bed today and found an entire folder of when I was younger, and I printed out chat transcripts from when I was younger.
Please tell me you're gonna read them now.
Yes, do you have excerpts from this?
I will change this whole fucking episode
No,
to just be
we'll
Sugar's
save it to
chat
a
room.
different. We'll save it for another episode.
That episode is
But
called Sugar's Chat Room.
yeah,
Just so you know.
Sugars. That was back when like
What?
ICQ was a thing. So it was just you probably weren't alive when ICQ was
I
a
just
thing.
No,
stop it. I don't know what
just
that is.
tell me what it was, because I like it sounds familiar. I just need to like
Yeah, it was just a
John
chat
Mule
thing.
Noodle.
Yeah, it was a chat thing.
Yeah.
And when people would sign on, it would go, ew. And they were little flowers that would turn
Yes.
colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do remember
That's
this
what we
now.
used in
Yes.
college. But
Oh, see, I was 10. We've probably chatted before. I was the
no, I don't
I
think so.
no, definitely. I was the 18-year-old female from California.
Well, I wasn't looking for females at that point. I was only looking for like 35-year-old men.
I was that too.
Gosh. I'm gonna read a chat transcript and you're gonna be like, that was me.
I was the
What
horny
color
dude from
panties are you
Texas.
wearing?
That's
Are
me.
your
I was
panties
the
getting
one.
soiled?
I didn't say soiled.
No. I'm gonna chalk that one up there with episodes. Your orgasmic episode. And when your panties get soiled.
Soiled panties. That sounds like you shit yourself.
Maybe that's what they were into. Who knows? The internet is a crazy place.
You're not wrong.
And we're on it now. We've joined the madness. We're like, this place is fucked. We want in. The next one on the list is Liquid Dreams by O-Town. And that's all about just like wet dreams. He's like dreaming about, like he says, a mix of Destiny's Child,
I think Janet Jackson.
body like Jennifer. Yeah, a body like Jennifer, which could be any of them. Then it's like she's the star of my liquid dreams, which they were just like one of those random boy bands, but I was like, damn, they're like
I
getting
loved
off.
them.
Didn't they have a TV show?
Yeah.
They were like early 2000s maybe.
Mm-hmm. They didn't last very long.
No. Every Morning by Sugar Ray. This song isn't entirely about sex, but in the very beginning of it, he says, every morning when I wake up, there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. And I did not know until very recently that he's talking about a condom. He says
I
there's a
never knew
condom
that.
hanging, because the next line is, I know it's not mine, but I see if I can use it for a weekend or a one-night stand.
Oh my God.
Stop. Yeah. Like,
Sugar
ew.
Ray.
I know. That was like, I love that song because it's like, it's got a good bop to it. And then I learned that and I'm like, ew, that's gross.
Wait, he was gonna
What?
reuse it?
Yes.
Oh,
Grody.
It's gross. Peaches and Cream 112. I did not know what that song was about, but I remember like hearing it at middle school dances
I
and
love
thinking
that
they were
song.
having dessert.
Yeah.
yeah.
Same. This next one, City
Is
High,
that
what would you do? Yeah, that's a sad one.
But it's another just one of those songs that like I remember like jamming to hard in my car
Oh, yeah.
in the suburbs, to
Right.
buy a milkshake. And it's like, first of all, I didn't know what rock was because those like it's what would you do if your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because he's hungry and the only way to feed him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money and his daddy's gone somewhere smoking rock now in and out of lockdown. I ain't got a job now. You're welcome. But like I didn't know what rock was. I was like, what? I didn't know what any of that was. And I jammed hard to that song. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure I know what rock is now. Is that like crack?
I'm pretty sure we're talking about illegal drugs.
Yeah.
It's definitely an illegal drug, but like which one? I don't know. I still
I
don't
would
know,
say
but
crack.
that was my shit in my Pontiac. I love that song. I was like, yeah.
I have vivid memories to rocking out to that song too.
Yes, it's like,
I have
what
no
place
idea
did
what
I
that song
have?
is.
What place did I have to sing that song? She's a prostitute, her baby is hungry, and baby daddy
Yeah.
smokes crack.
So
None
much
of
is
those
wrong.
things have ever played a role in my life. But I loved it. And I was like, I get it. I get you, girl.
This is still
I
the
didn't get there.
furthest from it.
Exactly. The absolute furthest realm possible. And I was like, man, what a life.
I had
Like, I
never
was
even
loving
heard
it.
of City High.
We'll play it for you. I'll sing every word
Okay.
again. So the next one is 1 Minute Man by Missy Elliott, which is another one. I was just like, I don't want no 1 minute man. I didn't know what that meant. There's a song that like I listen to all the time, and then I like hear it as an adult, and I'm like, still don't want no 1 minute man.
Right.
As it turns out, I still relate to that one. This was one that I learned while doing research for this, is that Kiss from a Rose by Seal is about losing your virginity.
Are they referring to your like pussy as a
Your
rose?
flower. Your flowers. Kissing the old
Really?
dick.
I had no clue. Shug, did you know that?
No, I'm trying to like think of the lyrics in my head.
All I can
I
think
mean, I
of
can
is
only.
Yes. Thank you for doing that so I didn't have to.
we're
Did
gonna
you
cut
think
that.
Seal? Did you think Seal was really hot when you were younger? Because I did.
Yeah.
I can't think of what he looks like. Wait, was he married to Heidi Klum?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, then no. I thought Heidi Klum was super hot.
she still is super hot.
Yeah, I still
Yeah,
think
she
Heidi
still
Klum's super
is.
hot. But no, I did not think Seal was hot.
He had an amazing body.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think so, unless I'm like crafting that in my mind.
What if you're thinking of someone completely different? That would be really
It's
funny.
possible. It's possible.
Wouldn't put it past her.
Yeah, she was like, she'll text us later. She'd be like, guys, that's not who I meant.
I was talking about Michael B. Jordan.
Stop. You wouldn't know if it was Michael.
wouldn't
I'm
know.
gonna spam you pictures of Michael B. Jordan daily now.
I did
Shug,
look him
that was
up
really
afterwards,
funny.
and he is very attractive.
You in Your Hand by Pink. It's about
that didn't.
masturbation.
Yeah, I didn't even put two and two together.
No, me either. And I like Pink. I still like Pink.
Yeah,
But yeah.
she is a baddie. I love her.
All right. If You Seek Amy by Britney Spears. I remember this song came out when I was like older and I understood what it meant, but it was like so good because when you listen to it, the song is called If You Seek Amy. But the line in the song is all of the boys and all of the girls are begging to If You Seek Amy. But she's saying all the boys and all the girls are begging to F U seek Amy.
I had no clue.
Brittany.
It still doesn't
Classic.
make
Britney,
sense.
bitch.
Classic. You what?
To slow it down. I said it
So-
still doesn't make sense. You have to slow that down. If
The name of the song is If You Seek Amy. But when she's singing it, she's saying all of the boys and all of the girls are begging to If You Seek Amy. But when she's saying it, it sounds like she's saying all of the boys and all of the girls are begging to F U C K me.
Got it.
Do you?
Do I? Not sure, but sure.
So the next one is a country song that I listen to a lot of country and I hear this song all the time. And it has to be about Roadhead. He doesn't like specifically say it, but he says like it's called All Over the Road by Easton Corbin. And he says, he's like, but he gets pulled over and he said, no, I haven't been drinking, nothing like that. He's like, it's hard to keep my eyes on the road with this little hot mess over here, basically. Like, that's what he calls it. He's like, hey, take a peek up in here at this little hot mess. And like her pretty little lips on my neck, like she's giving him a blowy while driving, 100%.
Oh.
Which for a country song,
I've gotten pulled over for that before.
getting a blowy.
That does.
Yeah. On the parkway.
No.
Yeah.
Were you in traffic?
No, like driving down. No, we pulled over on the side of the road, but then they pulled in
parkway.
behind us. Yeah. It
Love
started
that
you
it's
just
on the
road.
driving.
You just couldn't make it? Like that you had to pull over on the parkway?
You couldn't even
Yeah.
hit the next exit. Come on.
No.
I mean, I'm glad
and
for
then-
you.
She just had to get that dick so bad.
Then it was that it was that level. You
She
just could not get to the exit.
She could not make it to the exit without getting a dick in her mouth.
Must have been.
Was it a memorable dick?
No.
Was
It
it worth it
wasn't.
though?
So, what is another one that we have on here? Semi-Charmed Kind of Life by Third Eye
Oh,
Blind. I
yeah.
don't know. What's this one?
So he says in the song, he goes, "How do I get back there to the place where I fell asleep inside you?" Which I don't know. I don't think I'd like that.
How do I
No.
get myself back to
To
the place where
I fell asleep inside you. Yeah.
Well,
He means his
yeah.
P and her D.
Yeah.
We
Sleeping.
got that.
I mean, we've all done that, right?
Falling
No.
asleep with dick. It's
No. So
the
then
only
eventually
time.
it floppies out.
That is a UTI waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Moving
The
on.
No, the only way I would want to fall asleep with the dick inside me is if I was in a book and it was an Omegaverse situation where they nodded me. Otherwise, no. I don't want this.
I mean, not like passed out sleeping, but like
Tell us.
No.
Tell us what you mean.
Yeah. Tell us what you prefer.
Do you love a flaccid dick while you're sleeping?
a little necrophilia. Isn't that it's necrophilia when you're sleeping?
I think that's when you. Yes, okay. No, that's not when you have
Wait.
sex with dead people.
Is obsession with the usually erotic interest or in stimulation by corpses. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like a necrophiliac.
Which I guess could be a reason that you would go to bed with it still in.
Because I died
If you
by
would
dicking. Death by dicking.
By dickus.
I need to look up what that's called then.
The first review we ever get is gonna be like, these fucking idiots sleep with dead people.
It's somnophilia. This is when you have sex with somebody who's sleeping.
You were close.
Oh,
that makes sense. Like
sounds terrible.
Either way.
Still sounds terrible.
Afternoon delight is, about afternoon sex, an afternoon hookup. Sky rockets and flight. Afternoon delight.
What about I wanna sex you up? Who
My
sings
mom
that?
turned that one down all the time. She would like the radio.
Who
It
does
would just
sing that?
volume down.
It's Color Me Bad.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think I ever want somebody, like my husband, I guess, to be like, come on, I want to sex you up.
Yeah.
Good, thanks.
Like a prayer. That's Madonna,
Oh,
yeah.
just like a prayer, I'll take you there.
Yeah. That one's about giving blowjobs, being down on your knees.
Down on my knees, I want to take you there in the midnight hour. Listen, if anybody wants to offer me a record deal, let me know.
Yes.
I was like joking when I said I was going to sing, but I apparently was not.
You were not.
Yeah, that one. And that's another one that like I didn't really think about until later in life. And I was like, oh shit, she's on her knees.
Wait,
what?
I went to her concert and
You said it was
what is she?
wild.
She has to be like 60s. Is she in her 70s?
I think she might be in her 70s.
Yeah, and she is still like on her knees on stage. That was an erotic experience. I felt like I was in the middle of an orgy, which was kind of fantastic.
She's 65. I bet the outfits were fucking amazing at that concert.
They weren't wearing much, actually. You mean like the people who were performing?
No, the people there. What did they come wearing?
Oh, there was so
Like
much
bondage?
BDSM stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I would have
That's
known
cool.
that beforehand. Like you literally
Why?
could have come in anything. Yeah, I could have worn whatever I wanted.
That's what she said.
You could have come in anything. One crazy town butterfly. Come, my lady, you're my pretty baby. I'll make your legs shake.
I'll make you go crazy. I
Yeah,
remember
but
that
that was
song.
I remember listening to that song a lot. My sister liked that song, or one of her weird friends did.
I feel like these other ones, we have, like, just a couple more. Lil Wayne, Lollipop. I mean, obviously, but when he's like, "Shawty wanna hump, you know I like to touch your lovely lady lumps. I'll let you lick the lollipop." They're really gonna be
That was
coming after you
such
for those record deals.
I'm gonna have
that
to
was
quit my
such a good club
podcast.
song.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Same
Candy
with
shop.
50 Cent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
candy
Candy
shop.
Shop. I'll
I'll
let you
take
lick
you
the
to
lollipop.
lollipop. Yeah.
I know if I could hit once, I could hit twice.
And again, that's another one that when they played at like school dances.
Yeah.
And it's like I would be mortified now to like think back. And like some of like the teachers had to have been like, oh my God, what is like where are these people's parents?
I even said to my mom, "We're gonna be talking about all those songs," and she was like, "But that was it. You had no clue. So it didn't matter." Like, they were just like, you weren't, going looking up what these songs were. So, like, they didn't turn them off, and my like, I didn't know what half of these meant until recently.
But also I
Right.
remember like dancing to these songs.
Oh.
And, like, with, like, I went to Charlotte Russe that week, and I got a new hot pink thong, and I had my low-rise jeans on from Delia's, and, something like that, and it's like, did I even have a period? Was Who okayed this? My jeans were, like, laced the whole way up the side, you know, and my mom dropped me off, and then I was just, like, rubbing my flat ass on some guy who probably, like, what? Where was the I don't think I can let my kids grow up.
Right? I remember bumping and grinding at these dances.
Yes, to these songs that
Oh my
now
God.
I'm like, if I'm the mom who turns that shit down in the car now. Not gonna
Wait, do you remember the Humpty Hump song? What is that one? Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty
Yeah,
Hump.
that was a
That
little
was a
before our time, but
yeah,
I
that was
know
my
it.
time. That was a big song at my school dances.
Yes,
But then, like, they would play that, which is the
yes.
Humpty Hump song, but then you weren't allowed to Humpty Hump to it.
They would be like
Like, you could just
6
hear about it.
inches.
Yeah, you could hear about it, but not actually
No, I,
Humpty.
like, don't remember getting in trouble for, like, basically whatever the 2003 version of twerking was, you know? 'Cause they didn't call it twerking, but, like, whatever that action was.
The
I
real
don't
clothes.
I've suppressed that.
I had until now, so that's fucked.
Well, I'm gonna be having nightmares.
I'm gonna be on, like, Facebook after this, like, looking at the people I went to school with and being like, "I definitely rubbed my butt on him."
In the 10th grade gymnasium.
And then I wanna be like, "I'm so sorry."
They're gonna be like, "I'm not
Mortifying.
sorry."
Wanted to dig it all up for this. Well, when I was doing this research, I didn't know this, that DNCE, that Joe Jonas's band or whatever,
Mhm.
their song "Cake by the Ocean," did you know
So
that that's
yeah,
about sex?
doing it on the beach.
I didn't know that.
No.
The funny thing is, at weddings, people just play that when they cut their cake all the time.
Yeah.
Cake by the I don't even know how to sing it, but, like,
Ooh la la
that
la
they're
la,
cutting their
I keep
cake.
on hoping, eat cake by the ocean. Yeah, I mean,
Are
first
there
of
any
all, I
lines that
don't
say, like, "Sand in your vagina"
that's
or
what I was just
"Sand
gonna
in
say,
your
is you know what?
butthole"?
You know what we don't wanna do? Get sand in my fucking butt. Sorry.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's the worst.
If I would I would be hard pressed to have sex on the beach. Wasn't that a song? Sex on the beach?
Wanna have sex on the beach.
Come on, move your body. Sex
Is that
on the
it?
beach. Yeah.
Teaspoon. That was in, what is that,
Oh.
1997?
Oh, shit. I was young when that song.
Right, though? Teaspoon.
Do you
I
remember,
wanna
you don't, you too. Do you remember, Chris Isaac in the song Wicked Games? You're probably too young for
Who is
that.
Chris Isaac? Why do I know his name?
Sing me a little ditty, Shug.
I can't. I can't. I can't get
You
the tune.
can't or
All
you
I
won't.
know is that the video was like him and like a half naked girl, and like it was like softcore porn, and I mean all they were doing was like rolling around on the beach. But when I was little, I was like, am I allowed to watch this? I'm not, but I'm going to.
Wait, what
She
was
has no top on. Can you believe it? On TV.
what was that show on MTV that was on at like 11 o'clock? So it was late.
The
And
grind.
no, that wasn't it. But it was almost like it wasn't reality TV. But I don't know if it was like 100% scripted. And it was like they were like in college.
Undressed.
Yeah, thank you. That
I've
was it.
never heard of that
Yep.
one.
It was, I remember watching that and feeling like I was doing something like really wrong that I shouldn't be.
That was like 1999 to 2002.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was like young and for sure they were basically, it was like
I was in
softcore porn.
college.
This Shug. I'm
We're
sorry.
not all that far apart in age.
I was 6 when you got your driver's license. Now I'm
Oh
sorry.
my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Don't
fine.
make my sugar feel old.
Listen,
My angel face.
angel face sugar pie.
We always got to circle back to some of the bookish stuff. So when we started this episode, it made me automatically think of songs that I associate, like when you associate songs with going somewhere and it takes you back, all of these songs at the school dances or going to concerts or whatever. Nowadays, they're putting playlists with books,
Which I love.
fucking love that. And I'll look them up. I'll go on the author Spotify page and look up for the books that I'm reading and I'll jam to it. But like there's some that just take me straight to the aesthetic and feel of the book. Do you guys have any of those?
I don't know if there's necessarily a certain song, but I love right now that do that because I always read them and I'm like, oh, I know this one. Oh, I know that one. And like happy music and stuff like that.
Taylor Swift, in Pucking Ever After Volume 2 by Emily Rath.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the artwork that she had posted that was the Say Don't Go by Taylor Swift whenever Ilmari and Caleb were in the car? Every time I hear that song now, that's all I think about. And the same thing with that song Beggin'. Who sings that? I can never say the name right. Mainskin? Is that it?
Yeah. Manskin?
Yeah, that's another, like, because Caleb sings that Beggin' song when he's in
it's a rip
Rips.
tie. Yeah, and Rips.
Yeah, so that's Pucking Around. But when I was reading the Flock Ravenhood series by Kate Stewart, I've only read Flock because I emotionally haven't been able to get to the next two. But Night Moves by Bob Seger, Blue Madonna by Borns, those ones are huge for that. And just recently I've been reading, we're going to hear your pen click in this
Sorry.
episode. She's like, Rachel's spouting off stuff we're going to need to link. Let me click my old pen here.
I can't leave it on. It's I have to, when I'm done, I have to click it.
You can't leave it on.
I have been reading the Alabaster Penitentiary series by Nyla Kay, and Joyless was the one I just finished. And I immediately knew I was going to love this book because in her playlist, she had the Get Up Kids. She had
That's
right?
my favorite thing fucking love them.
I love the Get Up
Sugar.
Kids.
Yes.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, this is gonna be it. Like, she had Taking Back Sunday, so I started listening to Taking Back Sunday and Get Up Kids, and what was the other? She had, like, The Used on there. There was a bunch of, those punk days. So, I've A Decade Under the Influence by Taking Back Sunday was one that I associate with that book. So, yeah, I am a big sucker for these, and when we post this episode on social, I would love to hear what songs our listeners associate with books, whether it's their own or ones that they see in playlist by the authors. So, because that's like, I don't know, I just love.
I just think about 1,000 Years by Christina Perry and listening to it over and over and over again while I read the Twilight books.
All right, it's come to the point now where we're gonna have to text Stephanie Meyer.
I was
We've
just gonna
talked about
say,
her more than once.
this may be like
Yes.
the third or fourth time that Twilight has been brought up. And actually, I'm fairly certain that just today, it might be the third time it was brought up in our conversation.
Does that mean I'm obsessed with it?
So
Is that
here's the
possible?
question: are you Team Edward and Team Jaeyoon?
Oh God, I can't pick. I think she should have both. I don't think she should have to pick.
Because he ends up imprinting on her child.
That is, yeah. That part of the book, I
Hashtag
was like,
spoiler.
oh, yeah.
I didn't like that part of the book.
I wonder if they rewrote Twilight at all with a lot of sex in it. I'm gonna search for that.
It's
I
for
would be
sure out
into-
there.
Yeah.
People have
I'm
done
sure
that
it's
with
just-
Harry Potter. They've definitely done it with Twilight.
But people write crazy fanfic.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's for sure.
I'm gonna
out
search
there.
for this.
You just got to get on the internet.
Some
You can
glistening
find-
glaze.
And you can find literally anything on the internet.
So
Ooh,
we're
glistening
starting the
glaze.
episode with glistening glaze, and we're ending the episode with
It only
glistening
seems
glaze.
right to round it out that way.
Your husband's gonna listen to this episode and be like, I made it. Sugar's husband, this one's dedicated to you.
We need to give our husbands podcast names because there will come a time where they're going to join us, and we have to have
Yes.
names for them.
Okay, I'm nominating him to be Blaze the Glaze.
Absolutely. He actually doesn't have a choice. That's it.
That's it.
So when my husband was younger, I did not know this about him going into our marriage, even though we knew each other. But I found one of his yearbooks from probably like middle school, maybe early high school. And more than one person called him Pimp.
Well, there's his name.
I
We've got it.
looked at it and I was like, why are they calling you Pimp? And he was like, oh.
Did he carry a big staff or did he have a circle of women? Like, which one?
I don't think I want to know. Like, it'll be amazing if we are divorced after this. All right. Well, we've gotten a little off topic as per usual. And if you've made it this far in the episode, I applaud you. And if you're sitting there regretting everything you did as a teenager, just know that we are too. You are
Mhm.
not alone.
Not alone.
Just know that if you were rubbing your butt on the dad you see at the baseball fields now, hopefully he doesn't remember it was you.
But I would also go back and do it all again if I could. As cringy as it is.
I wouldn't be
I
as
don't-
lucky this go around. I
would do my
definitely would get
20s
arrested.
again. Yeah, I would do my 20s again. I wouldn't do my teens again.
I wouldn't. I mean, I had my first baby at 23, so
I want to start off as a fresh baby. Straight
straight from the
Straight from
womb.
the womb.
butt slap. Start all over. Do you know, when I was younger, like all I could talk about and think about was bukkakis. Like, why? It's like that's all I could think about. That's all I wanted in life. None of you have had the same thing?
I mean,
No,
is that what your porn history is? Just straight like bukkake?
It is.
I also
It
think
is.
that word is so weird. Bukkake.
Where is that
Yeah.
derived from?
This really got unhinged quick.
It says from Japanese, big splash.
No, it doesn't.
You're gonna piss my
To-
pants.
It roughly translates to splash with liquid.
Oh shit.
I would say that's
That's-
what's happening.
All right, so now that we figured out where bukkake comes from, at least the term, we know where it comes from. But we now
Please also once again delete my Google search history.
for real. For real, that's a good one. Fucking bukkake. I'm not quite sure what happened here. So let's sign off with a
Yes.
follow us on social media for more riveting information. Kinks Out Podcast. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Instagram, TikTok, all the things. Find us, like us, share us, tell your friends, don't tell your parents, unless they're cool. And with that, girls, this was fun.
Bye.
Bye, love
Bye.
ya.